but some of you guys are probably thinking, oh my God, what is she doing? Send it to World Star. Okay, so here we are. Okay guys, so for this hot girl summer tutorial, it's all about complexion. We want foundation that's going to stay in place through the summer heat and the summer weather. We want it to look natural. And most importantly, we want it to match our complexion. So I chose a couple options for myself, and these are just foundations that match me the best. I also will say you're going to need about 2 to 3 foundations. And the reason you're going to need 2 to 3 foundations is because when we're in the sun more frequently throughout the summer, our face becomes different shades. So we're going to match our foundation to all the different parts of our face, which will be the inside of our face, the outside of our face, and also blending the two together. So that's why I'm going to be using 3 shades today. You can use 2 if you only have 2, but it is important that you have 2 foundation shades to be a hot girl this summer. So if you get oily in the summer or shiny in the summer, I do advise that in addition to your sunscreen, you put on a mattifying primer. So for today's primer, we're going to use the Boscia Perfecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. This is a skincare primer, so that's why I love this. It works and it has skincare benefits. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the face. And this primer is super mattifying, so I'm just going to use it where I would get shiny. Because it's a skincare product, it is gentle enough to put all over your face if you did want to do that. But for now, I'm just gonna do the T-zone. Okay. Also, I will say if it's really hot when you're applying makeup where you are, you can refresh your face with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. So we could have did this first, but if you're if you're stressed out, if it's hot, and you just need a little something before you apply your makeup, you can apply this. It has a cooling effect. So we're going to apply some of that too, just so we can cool off, cool our face down, and get to the foundation. So let's get started. So I have my eye primer. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. We're going to apply this to my eyelids. This will make your eyeshadow stay in place all day. I always start with this because no matter what you put on top of it, whether it's concealer, eyeshadow, or cream shadow, it's gonna make that stay no matter what. So we're just gonna let that set while we do our eyebrows. I will be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 5 to do my brows today. I'll let you guys watch as I fill in my brows. And we're creating hair-like strokes with the brow pencil to fill it in. It's okay if it doesn't look perfect, because we're gonna do a couple things to perfect our brow. You can choose any concealer you like as long as it's about 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm using this one because I do want to use it up, so I wouldn't use this as like a concealer on all over my face, and I am trying to use it up, so it's perfect for my brows right now. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this, and we're gonna draw under the brow, and with what's left over on the brush, we're gonna do over the brow. I'm just gonna draw a line once again. This does not have to be perfect because we're gonna blend this out like so. Crazy? Just you wait. This is why people stop doing the brow tutorials on video, because this is what it looks like. All right, guys, so we're gonna take the rest of this, whatever's left, we're gonna go on top. And draw more, it's gonna be more faint than the bottom line. And we're just gonna blend this out. You can blend this out as far as you want. You can just keep it going, like so, until it completely blends out. That's the important part. I have this long eyebrow here that will not stay in place. I am putting some of the concealer in the middle of my brows too, just to help with the blending. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. But some of you guys are probably thinking, oh my God, what is she doing? Send it to World Star. But no, trust me on this. Trust me. Trust the process. Okay? We're not doing this to look politically correct, okay? We're doing this to get a certain desired look. All right. So our brows are done. I chose Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation for the inside of my face. And this is in the shade 435 Punta Cana. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this on the inside of my face with my Morphe sponge. So I'm going to apply some here, like so. This is super full coverage. You can do natural coverage, medium coverage, full coverage, whatever you prefer. It's all about the foundations that match you the best. So let's go ahead and apply this Juvia's Place foundation. You're gonna kind of just stipple this in. And girl, I will say, there is nothing cute about getting this hot girl look starting out. Even if I tried to look cute, I wouldn't. So just trust the process. Okay, girl? I'm gonna apply a little bit more of this Juvia's Place so we can even out this T-zone area. So I just did one more pea-size amount, and I'm gonna keep applying it. I'm not going to bring it up to my hairline because, like I said, in the summer, I get a lot darker than I do in the winter. So in the summer, I can be anywhere from 3 to 4 shades darker. So this is gonna be actually my fall/winter shade. But I do want to apply it to the areas of the face that I want to highlight. So we're going to do that. So I'm kind of going in between my contour area here. So I'm applying it here, middle of my face, T-zone area. You can go under the eyes with this if you'd like, if it's light enough. And we're going to blend out above the brow with the foundation and erase any of that concealer that we applied around the brow. Okay? So as you can see, I have a huge line of demarcation between my hairline and the foundation I just applied. I could actually keep going. Like I could apply some down here too. I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to bring it down to my chin. Not to my neck, but just to my chin. And I'm going to go over that with the Fenty. Wow, guys, this is super full coverage. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, girl. I'm not going to apply this to my neck because my neck is darker than this foundation. But I'm going to apply it under my chin. Okay? So, as you can see, I look like a crazy person. Now, this is the fun part. I'm going to take my Fenty, which is about, at the moment, it's about 2 shades darker than what I am. And for some reason, my pump stopped working and it's just a hot mess. So I'm going to untwist it so I can get some foundation out. I'm just gonna pour it out. I don't know what happened to this pump, but somehow it just stopped working. So I'm just gonna let some, ooh, oh Lord, it's a lot. All right, so I got some of the Fenty, and I'm going to go around the outside of my face with Fenty. This foundation, along with the Juvia's Place foundation, they both oxidize. So even though it looks lighter than it should, it's going to get darker. So I'm going to apply this to my hairline, and it is going to get darker. And the goal is to just make sure that these two foundations are blending together. That is the main goal. In addition to blending with your hairline, you want to make sure that your darker shade you're applying is completely blended with the lighter shade. This is very important. Okay, don't worry about your edges. We're gonna fix the edges when we're done. Don't worry about the edges right now. It's okay if they get a little messy. We're gonna get a baby hair comb and brush, and we're gonna lay them back down. So it's okay if they get a little messy with the hairline, but it is important to make sure that your hairline is blended. If you're part of Team Lace Front, make sure that this hairline is blended before you lay your edges. Okay, it's very important. But if you have your lace front on already, it's you know what, it's gonna be hard. I would do the makeup before the hair. I would do the makeup before the lace front edges, put it that way. So I would put the wig on, secure the edges, do the makeup, and then lay the edges. That's just my personal opinion. But since we are not a part of Team Lace Front right now, we're gonna work with our natural edges and just do what it do. Okay. So if you guys can see, both shades are starting to oxidize and just blend together. They looked very light, right? They looked very light at first. But now, because these are both oxidizing foundations, they are starting to blend perfectly. Okay. Next is our concealer. We're gonna apply our concealer under the eyes. And I will say, you will hear me say this like a broken record. There is no right or wrong way to apply makeup. Makeup is art. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm doing this a certain way to prove a point. And I just wanted to show you how important complexion is to the hot girl summer. Complexion and brows is the most important part. So let's go ahead and apply the concealer. This is the, sorry guys, I should have showed you what this was. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. You will see me use this a lot because this formula is very multi-purpose. As you know, when they called it multi-use, they meant business. So we're going to use this on our under eyes, and whatever's left, we're going to bring it to our eye area. So I'm going to go ahead and make a triangle. I'm going to do a line down my nose. I'm going to do another triangle. I have to apply more to the brush. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Another triangle. Cupid's bow area. Chin. And between the brows. Like so. I think I need, well, I'm actually going to use some of this to do up here. There we go. Much better. Okay, and we're going to blend this in with our beauty sponge. I'm going to go in with the same sponge. Using the other, well, I'll use the same side. And I'll show you why. I'm going to use the same side and blend this out. And some of you may be saying to yourself, oh my god, this is a ton of foundation and concealer. But once again, this is a hot girl summer makeup tutorial where we are applying makeup, we are laying the face, and it's still going to look natural. So even though it seems like a lot, it's still, at the end, it's going to look super natural. This makeup look is for every day. So you're going to look good in person, you're going to look good in pictures, you're going to look good in video, you're going to look good in natural lighting, studio lights. because this is for all hot girl occasions. You know, this is for paparazzi pictures. It'll look good no matter what. So like I said, if there's any excess, you can just kind of apply to your eyelids. Some concealers do crease, but this Too Faced one in particular does not. So it's perfect for applying before eyeshadow. Okay. Now, you would think that baking is a big part of the hot girl summer, but it is not. While applying powder to your concealer is important, it is not baking important. It's hot as hell already. And we do not need to leave this on the face to bake because it's already hot enough. So I'm going to take my Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. You can use any yellow powder you want if you are my complexion. And I'm going to put some in the cap. So put a good amount in the cap, like so. And you're going to dip your sponge in. Make sure that it's coated pretty well, like so. Get my mirror. And we're going to apply this under the eyes lightly. And for this tutorial, it's okay if it's blending in as you apply it. Because once again, we do not to OD on the powder for this tutorial. Because for the hot girl summer, you do not necessarily need to bake because it's hot enough as it is. Okay, perfect. So we have our powder, it's applied. And now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do the eyeshadow. I'm gonna do the eyes last for this look just because the hot girl summer is all about the foundation and complexion versus the eyeshadow. You know, this is the makeup, no makeup look. So we're gonna take our Fenty sticks. These are hot girl summer approved. I have the medium trio in caramel, rum, and truffle. I'm gonna take truffle, which is our contour shade, and apply that. Hold on, I need a drink break. I need to drink some wine. Hold on. Oh, so good. All right, so we're gonna take truffle and we're gonna apply this to where we want to contour. So I'm gonna do from the middle of the ear, right about here, right? Going towards the middle of my lip. So we're gonna do that, draw a line. We're not gonna go all the way, we're just gonna go halfway. Same on this side. All right. So we got our two sides. I'm gonna do my nose too, just because it's cute when you contour it. And we're gonna do, you can do this in any fashion. I'm gonna do some lines down my forehead, like so, to contour the forehead. And if you're worried about your double chin, you know, if you want to kind of help hide that, you can put some here, like so. Okay, so now I'm going to take my blending brush, my foundation blending brush. This happens to be a no-name one, but they look like this, you can't miss them. And we're going to blend this out. And we're going to gently blend it out. See how that blended out? I definitely recommend the Fenty sticks for this part of the tutorial because they are so easy to work with. And all I'm doing is just blending them. I'm not going down with my blending, I'm just blending them up towards the cheek and in a C motion. So we're just blending in a C motion and also blending them upward when we need to. And they just blend out effortlessly. We're gonna just go down the forehead and down towards our eyebrows. So as you can see, I'm going down the forehead. Make sure you get that hairline. Don't be afraid to rough the hairline up, because we're gonna lay them edges when we're done. We're gonna lay them edges, girl. Because this is a hot girl summer. You gotta have them edges laid. Okay? Okay? I just did that only because it was a hot girl summer. I would not do that ever. But it's a hot girl summer, so I can do that, right? Blending out that nose contour. These do not dry down, so no matter how much time you need, you know, they give you plenty of time to blend out. This is the perfect contour. If you are starting out with your contour, these Fenty sticks are the perfect product. All right, so we did that. That's all blended. And because these Fenty sticks blended out so well, we do not need a third foundation. They blended out perfectly. So we have our contour. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go on to eyes, and then we're gonna finish off the face with any face powders we need to, you know, apply. So for eyes, I'm gonna start with my base, which is my Bare Minerals Gen Nude Primer in Base IC. I always use this before every eye look. And remember, it's all about complexion. The eyes are simple, they're warm. We're gonna use warm colors to create our eye look, and we want them to complement our skin tone. So if you're my complexion, this will be, you know, helpful to you. So this is our base. This is similar to my skin tone, but a little more rosy. I'm gonna apply some of this, like so. And I do recommend that you apply this with your finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with my finger. Doesn't matter what finger. So my secret weapon is the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. This palette retails for $28, so it's very affordable. It comes with 9 shades, and these are all Hot Girl Summer approved. So with that being said, this is the official Hot Girl Summer palette of 2019, and I'm going to show you why. And we're going to use the shadow that's closest to your skin tone. So if you are light, you know, if you are a lighter skin tone, you can probably use this shade, for example. If you are in between this shade and this shade, you can use a cream base that is your complexion, and then put this in your crease and this in your inner corner. But for us, if we are this skin tone, I'm going to use this all over my lid because it's closest to my skin tone, this one right here, to set my cream base. Okay, so this shadow is going to set the cream base. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 brushes down, and I'm going to use the blending brush, and we're going to go with the orangey color, which is this one right here. If you're a lighter shade of skin tone, you can, you know, do this one if you choose, but either one, you're going to get an amazing look. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go in with the deeper color, and I'm going to put that in my crease. This does not have to be perfect. We're going from the inner corner of the eye to the outside of the brow in a C motion. Okay, just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Same thing on the other side. Guys, I just hit pan. You see that? That is epic. I just hit pan on national YouTube television. Okay. My empties girls, you will know that is so satisfying. All right, same thing on this side. Does not need to be perfect, trust me. C motion, stop at the brow, stop at the inner corner, okay? This is what we call our transition shade. Now I'm gonna take the darker color and I'm gonna create a V on the outer part. So that's this color here. This goes for all skin tones. This looks amazing on everybody. So we're gonna place it here and drag it down. And we're gonna create a V. So we're gonna also blend it this way and this way. So we're gonna do this and this. This and this. All right, and we're gonna do that a couple times until there are no lines. It has to blend seamlessly. Do that on the other side. Do the same thing, start here, drag it down. Create that V. So this way and this way. And just keep doing that. I'm gonna show you how to do a cut crease with this look. Because this is a hot girl summer look, so why not pull out all the fireworks, okay? So I'm gonna go back in with my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, and I'm gonna put some on my concealer brush, like so, and we're going to create a cut crease with our concealer. So what this involves is creating a C shape with the concealer and your brush. I'm gonna try to get a little closer for this so you can see this. And I'm gonna need my magnifying glass to show you what I'm doing. So for cut crease purposes, if you want a more precise look, we're gonna do cut crease. If you want a more natural, messy look, you can leave it as is. But we're gonna get a little fancy today and we're gonna do cut crease. So with the concealer, I'm going to create a C shape, which goes in the direction of my natural eyelid space. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my eye and pat this. In a C motion. On my lid space. And this is between my lid and my crease. Okay. If it gets a little messy, don't worry. We can clean that up. So to clean that up, I'm just gonna go on the outside. And blend that out. And you want to blend this until you get a sharp, precise concealer line. I'm not going to apply shadow on the bottom part, and I will explain why later. But for now, we're going to go right in with our liquid liner. Today I am using the Fenty liquid liner in Cousin Black. So we're going to go ahead and apply that. And I'm applying this to the base of my lashes first. And then I'm gonna clean up whatever's on top. I'm gonna clean that up. Now a trick for liner is to go to the end of your brow, find where that line is, and on an angular line, create your wing. So we have our line here. So I'm gonna place the liner right in that spot. like so. And then I'm gonna come across like a triangle and connect it to the middle part of my eye. See that? So I just took the point and connected it to the middle part. And now I'm gonna fill in whatever's left out. Right? If there's any ragged ends on the top, you can go ahead and clean those up. I'm just gonna go ahead on the top part and clean up anything that may seem jagged. And don't get too bent out of shape if your liner is not going on smoothly at this point. We are applying lashes, so you will have an opportunity to clean that line up after we apply the lashes as well. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Another tip is the more dramatic your lashes, the more dramatic your liner line can be. So if your liner is starting to look a little thick, don't panic, because it's a hot girl summer. It's a hot girl summer. Your liner can be as thick as you want it to be, girl. So because this side's a little bit thicker than the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and even this one out with this one. To clean up this area, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a powder that is closer to my skin tone just to blend that out. So I do have the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in Deep, number 56. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to that area with my blending brush. You can use the same blending brush or a different one. It does not matter. I'm using the same one just because I do not, it's okay if it's dramatic for me. I don't mind. And this can go right under the brow, between the brow and the crease. See? And it just blends it right out, like so. Do the same thing on the other side with my powder. And this is how we get rid of that harsh line between the eyeshadow and the eyebrow. Okay. Blend it out. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes, and then we're gonna do our blush and our lip color. We do have to wait for this to get tacky. And once it dries, we're gonna put these right on. Okay guys, so my battery died and I've already applied one lash. I'm gonna apply the other lash. I applied the lash glue and I am using the regular duo lash glue, so it takes a very long time to dry, so you will not believe it, but I've gone to the bathroom, I've run some errands, I've filled up my cup with more beverage, I've fixed the lighting, I've fixed the stand, I've fixed the camera, the battery died, I charged the camera, I put the camera back on the stand, all while this lash has been drying. Like, I always aim for the middle part first, let it sit there, and this is the trickiest part, getting it to sit. All right, so we have it sitting in the middle, right? And then all I do is I push this side down towards my lashes until I get it as close to the base as possible, and I push in. So as you can see, this side's sticking up now. I push in like so, and then I go on the other side and I do the same exact thing. So I'm gonna go to the very end of this lash, bring it down to where it belongs. And when I get it exactly where I need it to go, like that, that's perfect for me. I'm gonna push it in. First I use the end part of the lashes, and then if it's acting up a little bit like this, you can go in and kind of push that band down a little bit. All right, and you can only do this when the lash glue is tacky. If the lash glue is still wet, it's just gonna slide all over the place. You're gonna have eyelash glue everywhere. So just try to let it dry as much as possible. And once again, it's really a matter of practice. So some finishing touches. We're going to do a powder contour to kind of seal in our contour. I'm going to use my Bare Minerals powder because this goes on the most smoothest. This is in Golden Dark. This was a foundation match gone wrong in the Manhattan Sephora. No shade. This was years ago, mind you. No shade to them, but the girl matched me to this as a foundation, and it has turned out to be my perfect contour. So I'm going to use what's on the cap and just kind of softly blend out my contour with this powder. So with the Bare Minerals, you kind of dab your brush, tap off any excess, and then buff it in. So this is just to soften my contour a little bit. So wherever you put contour, you just put this right over it. You can even put it under here if you want. All right, I'm gonna do something that's a little taboo. And that is because it's summer. 2019. Hot girl summer. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna use a cream blush over all the powder we just used. This is taboo because you're not supposed to put cream over powder, but I like to break the rules and it looks good. So we're gonna go in with our cream blush. I always recommend a cream blush for summer. I'm gonna use a stippling brush to apply this. It doesn't matter what brand or what shade. If you are my complexion, I go for a more orangey cream blush, just because at this point of the summer, you know, orange is what looks best on me for a blush. So we're gonna use our stippling brush. This is a Sigma brush. This is the 450 brush. And I'm gonna use my cream orange Revlon Photo Ready in Coral Reef 300. I do apologize, I don't know if they sell these anymore, but that's what this is. It's a cream product. We're gonna apply some to our cheeks. And once again, this could be any cream powder. No, not cream powder. Once again, this could be any cream product. It could be a cream blush, preferably a cream blush that's orange. Doesn't matter the name, the brand. Well, I mean, sometimes the brand does matter, but as long as it's orange, that's the most important part. If you're a little lighter than me, you can do a peach. And as you can see, it blends just fine over powder. There's nothing to be afraid of. Looks good. And all you have to do is keep doing this until you feel you have the desired amount of color on your cheeks. I tend to be a little heavy-handed with my color on my cheeks. So I just keep going until I'm happy with what it looks like. And I think we'll stop there, right? Okay. Last but not least, we're gonna do our highlighter and our lips. So I'm gonna do my Fenty Trio Stick in Rum. And I'm gonna apply that as our cream base. Let me get a close-up mirror so we can see where we're applying it. And we're gonna do the top of our cheek. And we're just gonna go up to our brow like so. Same thing on the other side. Go up to our brow like so. Down our nose. Cupid's bow, which is right above your lip. Right, girl? Right here in the middle. You see our lines? If you're going out on a date night, if you're going out for the night, you can apply it right under your brow too. This is only for date night. Date night. This is only for date night, girls. But this is only for if you're going out at night. Okay? Got it? So we see our lines, right? You can blend this out with your finger or a brush. I'm gonna go ahead and use a brush just because I'm limited on supplies down here and wipes. So I'm gonna use a blending brush to kind of just buff this out in a downward motion. And I'm starting at the top of it, blending it down until it disappears. Okay? Now, I hope you guys have patience because this is Hot Girl Summer 101. This is not advanced. Okay, this is for hot girls that are starting out with makeup, who want to apply the makeup but look like they don't have makeup. So Hot Girl 101. This is not an advanced class. If you would like an advanced class, I will eventually let you know about those. But we're blending this out until the line disappears. Hot Girl 101. Alright, there's nothing complicated about this. And if you feel like this is too much, please comment below or direct message me and we will make it even simpler than this. I just hope that this is easy enough for all our hot girls to get the desired look they're going for. Okay? Alright. If you feel like your eyeshadows, if you feel like your under eye is creasing by now, I'm just kind of going with that brush and just swiping under the brow, under the eyelid. That's only if you see your concealer creasing. Blend out the Cupid's bow. Blend out the Cupid's bow. Done. I think that's it, girls. Do we blend out under here? Everything's blended. Okay. So, last but not least, lips. Now, my favorite lip combo of the summer is a nude sticks combo because it looks so natural. There are so many ways you can do this hot girl lip look. All you need is a dark brown liner and a nude pink lip color. So for my dark brown liner, I'm going to use the Nude Stick set. This is the Soft and Smoky palette. And I'm going to use this shade. This is actually an eye pencil. This is the eye pencil in chocolate. You can use the MAC lip liner in chestnut to do this. But I'm going to use the Nude Sticks eye pencil in chocolate. And I'm going to use the lip color in Purity. There are so many ways to do this, but it's a chocolate liner and a nude lip. Pinky nude preferably. So let's go ahead and apply our chocolate liner. I like this because it looks super natural on my lips. I usually use the matte chocolate lip liner. But as you can see, this gives a very similar look. Okay. And I'm going to use this is like a pinky nude. I'm going to put that right in the middle. And the goal is to blend the two together. And ta-da! This is our official hot girl look. Last step is the setting spray. And I will say, if this is just a everyday look, we will use the Morphe setting spray. This is a continuous setting mist. So let's do that first. That will complete your look. However, if you want your makeup to be water resistant, this also claims that it makes your makeup waterproof. That's what they claim. But if you want to take it to another level, you spray the Huda Beauty Extra Hold Resting Boss Face waterproof setting spray. So we're going to do that for hot girl purposes. This is not a continuing mist, so you have to keep spraying it. Little disclaimer with this smells like hairspray. It has a strong scent. So if you are sensitive to scents, I would not recommend this. I would recommend the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. But if you are hardcore and you don't mind fragrance, then this will be your girl. So this completes our look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Last but not least, slick down your edges and call it a hot girl summer. Do you guys want a tutorial of me laying my edges? I mean, it's nothing crazy. Let me get the gel, hold on, and the baby hair brush. 1 second. Okay guys, we're gonna lay down these edges. And once again, I am not part of the lace front squad. So we're going to use our Eco Styler / Kinky Curly Gel. I ran out of Eco Styler. So we're going to do this with our Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I only have a little bit of this left, as you can see. And I have my baby hairbrush. It has a comb on the other side. If you guys would like to pick these up, just let me know and I will be glad to leave a link below as to how you can get these. Right now they are, you know, they're not for sale per se, but if you'd like to pick these up, I would love to leave a link for you. So I'm going to take some of my gel, put it on our brush, and we're going to go ahead and lay our baby hairs. So I'm just going to go with my hairline and kind of gently apply some of this down my hairline on both sides, like so. Okay, so as long as it's evenly applied, now I'm going to go ahead and proceed to brush out our baby hairs. And you just do this in a design that is to your liking. Okay, right, I'm going to add a little bit more down here. You know, I don't want sideburns. You know, we ain't going for Ashanti right now. But if your sideburns are too long like mine, you can twirl them a little bit, like so, until they create a little curly Q. Just keep going with them. You know, just keep going until they create that little curly Q. If your hair is heat damaged like mine and they will not curl, then you just put them behind your ear. It's that simple. Bada bing, bada boom. But brush them out the way you want them, right? And then just make sure they go behind the ear. And that completes our Hot Girl Summer tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are living your best life. Love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time. Okay, so here we are.